Hello and welcome to the Art Hitman. I'm Perry McCants and today I'm going to show you the process of how I did my first comic book. I'm doing this video because if anyone else wants to understand what the process is from the beginning to the printing process once you get it completed. And this is the completed comic book right here, Purge. Once you get a good look at it. This is the end result, but where does it all start? So you want to start off, when you write things down, first you want to start off with a rough draft. And you can write it on any, it doesn't matter what piece of paper it is. When I wrote mine down, it was just on printed computer paper, whatever you can get your hands on. But really quick, if you notice, once you finish that process, you go ahead on Microsoft Word on your computer, and you can print it out, make it look as professional as you want. As you see here, I printed out a prologue, and then you go into the first page, and the script looks like this, where you write the story and you know what you wanted to say, and where it says zoom in here a little bit, where it says panel 1, 2, and through 5 is pretty much on that page how many panels you want to have on that page. And once I've completed my script, then I usually go on ahead and do some character designs. And if you notice here, of course, I have my portfolio set up. This right here is the main character, and I'll show you just a few characters that I've designed for the story and completed and inked it. This is the main character, Purge. And here's some other characters here that I've done for the story, the antagonist. Here's some more villains for the main guy that's going to be dealing with a lot of trouble and handling what he needs to handle in the story. It's a group called the Sharpshooters. Of course, I've done some demonic forces here, and just to zoom in here to show you some of the designs that I've done. So this pretty much gives you an idea of what you want to write, and if you notice, I have these characters here because when you draw them, it gives you an idea of what you want to say about them in the story. So that's pretty much how you get things done. When you're developing a comic book story, is you make sure you have all of the characters down and drawn. That way, when you go to write, you get a feel for their personality. And just to show you rough sketches that I've done everything on my own, the entire process. The reason why I recommend doing everything on your own, because it saves you on money. You don't have to pay. Let's say, for instance, someone to ink your artwork or digitally color your artwork. I did everything on my own. If you notice here, I rough out everything, and the whole process took me approximately about a good 3 months because I've done everything on my own. So it's going to be month to month. So with the penciling, the inking, and then the digital coloring, this as a 3-part process. But just to show you here how rough things are, this is kind of what the process entails. It's on a regular printed sheet of paper. It's not the Bristol paper. And what I do is go in and I sketch out how I want everything to be. If you notice, it's really rough here. And then what I do, I'm gonna come over here so you can see, is I finish everything usually on Bristol board. This is the cover of the comic book. And then I have laid out here each page. This is the first page. And so if you notice, when I do the rough sketch, I lay everything out real rough first, and then I transfer everything onto this page using, you can use a light box or any type of light source that you can see the image through the bottom of it. Now I'll go back to my rough sketch really quick. If you notice here, I used a Sharpie. You can buy a Sharpie, and then when you put it underneath the Bristol paper, it shows through the paper, and then you can put your final clean artwork down. I want to talk a little bit about my favorite scene. My favorite scene in the entire comic book has to be after the hero is, shot here, and then he's having explained, like, let's say about an hour or two later, to the doctors and everybody, and the reporters are all in the room, how he survived the shot. What I learned in this throughout this entire process is writing is essential. It's key. It's the spine of the entire story. So once you have your script done, I learned that you can go from the beginning to the middle and the end of the story and understand everything that's going on in the process. And then you can create worlds, show you a little bit of things that I've done here, what the world will look like based off of the writing. And you can kind of develop a story basically, and from start to finish without having to guess what's happening. I've learned that if you don't complete the script, then you're guessing. You don't know how the story's going to end. You don't know what's pretty much going to happen. And that's what I've learned the most, is that, you know, the writing has to be complete, it has to be thorough, and you have to know from beginning to end what's going on. You have to know the ending of the story before you actually complete it. One of the mistakes that I did make is when I did a comic book a while ago, I didn't have the story completed, and you know, through the midway portion of the comic book development, I had to start all over again because I had to go back to the script and write it. So hopefully this was helpful, and I hope you learned a lot here. If you have any additional questions, please leave a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are about this video.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe by clicking this round button at the bottom. Also, click one of the 2 videos at the top. Please like this video, tell a friend, and share it on Facebook. Thank you.
The Art Hitman.